We are into the game, guys. Complexity versus Replika. I didn't know if this game was going to happen, but luckily I had a contact from Complexity on my friends list, so I was able to snag a password. And we're going to see Complexity versus Replika. Complexity, one of the top-rated teams in Gosu Gamer's ranking, and very talented team all around. It looks like Fluff and Stuff actually not on the captain seat for once, which is a little interesting, but I assume it doesn't really make a big difference. They still have all of their same players there. TC is picking for them. They have Hannah, Fluff and Stuff, Jo, and of course IX Mike 88, one of the best support players in North America. He is really good. I've played with him before. A very, very talented player. For the Dire team, they're going to ban out a Darkseer as well as a Chen and a Shadow Demon. They're going to first pick a Tidehunter. I actually don't know anything about Replika at all. I don't even remember what country they're from. Oh yeah, they're German. I did change the update, so. Yeah, so it's Complexity versus Replika. Replika, a German team. I don't know anything about them other than that they're German. And their bans right off the bat. Who are the Imba heroes? It's going to be a Windrunner making it through, as well as a Crystal Maiden. So fast Crystal Maiden pickup. IX Mike, very competent Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden has been like the go-to support the last couple weeks for sure. Gets played by almost every single team. The AoE Frost Nova is a great damage dealer, provides a nice little slow, and the Frostbite obviously a great disable against a ton of different heroes, a lot of different heroes. I wonder, there's going to be a day, guys, when we finally see a Morphling ban. That's always going to be a possibility, so maybe we'll see a Morphling ban this game. Maybe not the most likely thing, but it's a possibility. Two more picks coming from Replika now. Shadow Shaman is still in the pool, definitely a strong possibility. It kind of makes me very curious that people... I'm going to have to ask a pro player this, why people are drafting Crystal Maiden over other solo mid picks and things like that, because they don't even play her for her aura anymore, they just play her because she has two great disables. Which makes her very strong in the mid game. It really does. If she goes max Nova and max Frostbite, it's very strong for sure. But it's interesting that people are sometimes drafting her before something like a Shadow Demon. Perhaps the hero that they're expecting to be picked up here is a hero that Crystal Maiden works well against, but I'm not quite sure. The reason that Tidehunter got picked off right off the bat is because his teamfight potential is just so high. His ultimate is great. As soon as Tide hits 6, he's always going to contribute to a teamfight, unless he gets silenced or something like that. That's why Tidehunter gets picked up first. Tidehunter even sees bans first round sometimes as well. Now it looks like Fluff and Stuff's going to pick up an Earthshaker. That'll be very powerful. But other than that, Priest of the Moon as well as the Venomancer. Venomancer, one of the strongest support heroes. Venomous Gale is really, really good. The ward's arguably the best skill in the entire game. So Venomancer wards lets you do so many things. Pushing, counter-pushing. Even in the team fights, they're sometimes good to drop down. And there's just so many good uses for that ability. That's one of the best abilities by far. Yeah, Fluff is a really, really good ES player. He pretty much always plays Earthshaker. He's a very, very good Earthshaker player. And there it is, Morphling ban. Finally going to see it. Second round Morphling ban. There's a Queen of Pain ban as well by Complexity, fearing the strong ganking possibilities, and that would make a lot of sense. Both Crystal Maiden and Earthshaker pretty low HP, so Queen of Pain would be a little bit of trouble. And Queen of Pain also very good against Windrunner, being able to initiate and then do tons of magic damage, just take people out. Still have one more pick for each team, but we're actually, one more ban for each team. Radiant team going to be looking for farm-dependent heroes, possible Tri-Lane. I think this is why they banned out the Morphling partially. Morphling, Crystal Maiden, Earthshaker Tri-Lane is absolutely an absolute core of the Tri-Lane. It's like the go-to Tri-Lane in a lot of ways. Yeah, Lycan's still not in the pool, guys, so you will not be seeing him here. Might see an Enchantress the second round. It's always going to be a possibility. Won't see it from Complexity, though, because they already do have Crystal Maiden as well as Earthshaker. Unless they happen to farm either one of those, which won't happen, but probably going to see some farm-dependent heroes. I'm going to expect Radiant... Oh, they're going to actually ban out a Juggernaut. So Complexity does occasionally play Jug. I don't know how often they do it. Shadow Shaman... Shadow Shaman's still in the pool. They're going to ban a Leshrac, though. So that's going to prevent Replika from playing a Leshrac. But I feel like Complexity is... They love playing Rasta. TC is so good at Rasta. At Shadow Shaman. Same hero. Ward trapping is Imba, if you can get it down, so... And yes, Complexity is the same as Fire, guys. They did get sponsored probably about a month ago. They got picked up by Complexity. His TC's Rasta is really, really good for sure. So It's going to be a pick for Replika here. They will pick up the Shadow Shaman. So Shadow Shaman not getting banned in the second round. That's why they banned out the Rasta. I'm sorry, the Juggernaut. And then Complexity decided they didn't want to fight a Leshrac, so they end up getting the Shadow Shaman here. So looking pretty good for Replika so far. I like the hero pickups. Their pushing power is limited to wards. Venomancer Plague Wards as well as Shadow Shaman Serpent Wards. And what is Complexity going to snag? Is Invoker? No, Invoker is way gone. It's actually going to be a Pugna pick, so I'm happy to see this. I've seen three or so Pugna bans in second round, but never a Pugna draft against the Shadow Shaman counter. And the reason that Pugna counters Shadow Shaman so well is when he has a Nether Ward down, and let's say he's got level 4 Nether Ward. If Shadow Shaman tries to drop his wards, it costs a lot of mana to cast, and that means the Nether Ward does feedback damage, kind of a thing. So the Nether Ward really, really contributes a lot to a team fight. Even against a hero like Venomancer, it's still providing a lot. Venomancer, if he decides to ulti, he's taking at least 200 nuke damage, at least. 200 mana to cast the level 1 ulti, 300 for the level 2, 400 for the level 3, and max Nether Ward does 1.5 damage per mana spent. That is a ridiculously imbalanced nuke. And that's the main reason that Pugna is so good. It really is obscenely strong. It makes a big impact, so if they can have the Nether Ward up during a team fight, Complexity is going to win it. All the mana costs on Replika's heroes are pretty high. Tidehunter, not obscene, but his Ravage is actually pretty high. I think it's about 225 at level 2, 150 at level 1, and maybe... I don't know what it is at level 3. I don't think it's 300. Not quite sure. But it'll be a Broodmother pickup for the last hero for Replika. This might make Complexity want to lane the Pugna against Broodmother. Pugna is actually very good against Brood. He has tons of options, basically, because of Nether Blast primarily. Nether Blast great at pushing, great at counter pushing, so they will have that. Unfortunately, the Nether Blast does not stop wards, so there's that disadvantage for Complexity.
10 seconds remaining.
Someone commenting on Enigma being a possibility, that's definitely true. They would solo him if that's the case. Possibly, no, Windrunner probably top, Pugna mid most likely. They're probably trying to decide if they want a hard carry right now. They still have Pugna mid possibility, Windrunner top, of course. And Earthshaker Crystal Maiden plus anybody is pretty much amazing. They could do a Slardar here. They could just say, you know what, we're going to try to just win the game. I think that would be a little scary. You know, they could do it, but they'd be up against a Priest of the Moon plus a Broodmother semi-carry. So Slardar would be tough. I think a hard carry might be the best option, but who is the right hero for this job is the question. There's no Morphling. Morphling would have worked pretty well. When Morphling is out of the pool, Juggernaut probably would have worked okay. I think Slardar would work. They could also do a Riki. People are commenting about Riki. Riki's a possibility. But I'm not really sure. They still have 46 seconds. And they can take their sweet time here. There's nothing to counterpick. They know exactly what their options are. They're trying to figure out what they want. Is it going to be a Slardar? Is it going to be a Riki Maru? Is it going to be another hard carry that I haven't thought of? It's all possible. Could be a Spectre, perhaps. I think a Spectre wouldn't be that bad in this case. I think Spectre would be kind of fun. Doesn't have a lot of counter pushing, though. He's very much a hard carry, so the Dire team would pretty much go all in with pushing. They do have very strong pushing, so I don't know if that would be smart. They do have a Windrunner and a Pugna for counter push, though. That's tons of great counter push, so. Bounty Hunter, also a good suggestion. I would actually really like Bounty Hunter. I think that would be very smart. I think Bounty Hunter is probably the better option of the three that I've said so far. And they're going to go for a Shadow Fiend instead. Pretty interesting. So they will do a Shadow Fiend. It's going to give them very, very strong counter push. Good AoE against a Broodmother. Pretty cool that's a Shadow Fiend. I think Bounty Hunter would have been a good option, but they opt for the Shadow Fiend's farming potential, as well as he has a harder... his farm potential is higher, and for that reason I would say he in some ways is better than Bounty Hunter for carry potential, but of course his AoE is wonderful as well. So once again, changing my scroll rate back. Nice and low. The sluggishness, yes. Alright, for the Radiant team, Complexity looks like TC is going to be on the Pugna, going for Fast Basilius. Jo is going to be playing the Shadow Fiend. We have IX Mike 88 playing Crystal Maiden, Fluff and Stuff on the Earthshaker, and Hannah Montana going to be playing Windrunner. For the Dire team, Replika, Mirana is going to be played by RMC. We have FLX playing the Tidehunter. Mika is on the Venomancer, and we have Skilla on the Shadow Shaman. The final hero is going to be Cry Asia playing the Broodmother. So interesting stuff for sure. Looks like they will be swinging towards that bot lane. Radiant team might have an encounter here, but they will have Earthshaker in the position, and there's the vision. They now realize Fluff and stuff will back off. He's going to eat a Gush. This could be bad for Earthshaker. He will dodge the arrow. Might get a Gale off as well, and this could be it for Fluff. He is going to get a good fissure off. It's going to force him to move just a little bit here, and there's the AoE from the Crystal Maiden, and with the Shackle up, that's a guaranteed kill. And a great deny from IX Mike. Holy crap. Oh my god, that was good. Damn, dude. So good. So good. IX Mike is so good. Wow. Denies the Gale. Gale is the one ability that they had that was deniable. So if you have a Venomous Gale up on you, you can deny your ally. And a great play by the low base damage. 43 damage here. And denies Earthshaker. So good. So who gets first blood? Nobody. Who gets a gold advantage? Nobody. Such good play. That was beautiful. Really beautiful. God, that was so good. Every time I see that happen, I love plays like that. So great. Alright, Windrunner on the top lane, gonna find an illusion. This is gonna be great for level 1 here. It's gonna allow him to get some better base damage pretty much. Looks like Venomancer a little late to drop down the Observer Ward, so the first camp will spawn. And do we have Sentry Wards? No Sentry Wards for Crystal Maiden. Radiant Wards have just now been put down. Observer Ward gonna catch the jungle. And they will be coming around. I hear Gale going down. It's actually a, wow, it's a Pugna tri-lane. Stuns go down on Crystal Maiden, and that will be killed. Nice arrow landing there. I think that was a Gush, yeah, Gush Gale as well as an arrow, so good first blood. And it is actually a Pugna, Crystal Maiden, and a Earthshaker tri-lane. So Crystal Maiden getting picked off, first blood happens anyways. And the reason this is pretty strong is once this Pugna hits level 3, he's going to have a Decrep as well as a Blast. And then when they try to kill one of these heroes, it's going to be a Decrep, Blast, Fissure, as well as Crystal Maiden Nuke. So it will do pretty decent base damage. But the tri-lane here from the Dire team is also very, very strong. Venomancer as well as the Tidehunter and the Mirana. Any tri-lane with a Priest of the Moon is always going to be a little bit of an issue. So interesting to see tri-lanes more and more commonly. But Venomancer going to roam past, running through the jungle, possibly going for a gank off the Shadow Fiend. That would be quite strong here. It will get scouted out by the ward. They do have a ward position. This ward gives vision right here. And he's hugging the side. I don't know if he'll see it. There's the pings. And Shadow Fiend immediately backing up. So nice play by the Radiant team now. He's going to play a lot more safely. Going to sit up on the high ground. And he wants to sit right here. That way he can see when the Venomancer is coming around. He's actually going to go look for him. He is a level 3 hero. So could do a double raise. Venomancer's HP not that high. About as high as the Shadow Fiend's. But still. Being able to do a double raise. And there is the vision. Is he on the high ground? There. He does see him. We'll see if the Gale lands. He's going to eat one power shot. I'm going to have to back up. So in the meantime, Pugna getting solo EXP. Fluff doing a little bit of pulling. No, he did do a pull. Did that respawn or something? I thought maybe he missed his pull. Maybe he tried to, oh, he tried to stack it. That's what he did. I remember seeing him pull it down here. And there ended up being a pull, so, or a ward, of course, so that is not going to respawn. So no stack for them. Geo on the mid lane, still 195 gold. Getting closer towards his bottle, but Shadow Shaman actually doing really, really well. Bottle picked up already. And if we look on the top lane, the important lane, another important lane that is, wow, Quelling Blade on the Broodmother going for a fast Basilius, so no soul ring there. And CS so far for the top lane, Hannah's at 6 and 5, Broodmother at 8 and 3, so doing a good job getting last hits. I like the Quelling Blade pickup. It's sometimes a little tough to get Broodmother last hits early game. It's oftentimes a little bit of an issue, so. Shadow Fiend going to reconnect. And oh, there's the bottle, so he's not doing as bad as I thought he was. Decent on the mid lane, and Shadow Fiend at 12 and 2, Rasta at 8 and 2, so he's actually beating him in last hits. Up to 12 souls right now, so 24 bonus damage. Going to be having a great job last hitting for the rest of this game, or at least for the rest of the early game. Pugna about to hit level 3. We'll see if they go for some burst kills. It's going to be a little hard to kill heroes like Mirana. Tidehunter going to be a little bit easier, but he will have Kraken Shell eventually. Doesn't actually have it picked up quite yet. And Fluff in position. Good position. Here comes the Decrep. There's the Blast. Here comes the Fissure as well. It's actually going to go on the Tidehunter. A little bit of a weird play there by Fluff. Did not get the block off. Needed to change his angle a little bit, and they might have been able to get that kill, but Tide is going to back up there. It's going to be a Tango eaten from Mirana. And with Shadow Fiend on the high ground now, going to start doing some raises. Nice raise, a little bit of raise harass on the Shadow Shaman. It's also going to do a little bit of an Ether Shock. These guys are going to trade here. We're going to have a rune in 1 minute. So far, Geo doing a great job last hitting. Very, ooh, nice zap from Skilla. There's a double raise, only going to land 1 on the Shadow Shaman, so not the biggest loss ever. He's got a Tango sitting down. FLX might run into some fights. There's going to be a Gush on Fluff and stuff, but nothing happens. Geo coming forward. I'm sorry, TC, sorry. Level 3 now. Does get the range creep. Pugna has the benefit of having great base damage. He actually went for boots first. Really fast boots picked up, did not make the Ring of Basilius. Ring of Basilius would have applied some nice slow. Ooh, they're going to find the Crystal Maiden. There's the Banish as well as the Decrep. Fluff looking for a triple fissure, and he will get it. Nice positioning there, and will it be enough damage? No, Priest of the Moon will get the last hit. They will get the Venomancer, but so far not so good. IX Mike might be able to get the Mirana, but she does leap past 42 HP. Going to be healing up. Got to block this Tide. Ooh, he messes up his block a little bit. We'll get one attack in. We'll have another fissure. Might be able to get the block off. There's the fissure. Just does the damage, and a couple more hits here. Crystal Maiden, will she be able to? Doesn't have any mana, and I think this Tide is going to survive. Probably needed to block off the Tide Hunter to get that kill there. So slight misplay by Fluff. He does have 8 charges on a magic stick, but once again misusing his fissure just a little bit. I don't know if he would have been able to get it. It would have been probably tough to get the lead off, but Tide Hunter probably would have been smart enough to maybe focus towards dodging that. But bottle on the ground. Oop, slight misplay. There it goes, no problem. He's going to send that back to base, get the bottle crowing going. He's a little bit worried about getting ganked because obviously there is somebody missing. It's actually going to be Venomancer. Regen for Shadow Shaman now. He's going to be back up on the high ground. Here comes Venom from the back. He doesn't have vision. There's the Hex now. Here's the Shackle as well. There will be a Gale shortly. The Gale lands, so Geo going to be very slow. He's going to go for the kill. Going to try to do a triple raise. Is he going to hit? He doesn't have the mana. Not able to get the kill. So Shadow Shaman picks that one up. 1-4 currently. That's the problem with Shadow Fiend, guys. It's easy to get ganked. There's a little bit of drawing on the map. They saw that one coming. Or at least they know what happened. Venomancer are able to use the smoke, and that's why Shadow Fiend stopped getting played for a while, is because of dust. So there's the fissure now on the Mirana. Will we see the Decrep? Here comes the Frostbite, a little bit too far away, and that means he's going to survive. So far Tri-Lane not really working out against a hero like Priest of the Moon. Let's check the CS for the top lane now. There are some Sentry Wards for Hannah. 18-7 versus a 28-5 Broodmother. So Broodmother actually doing quite well with last hitting so far. It's going to use a little bit of Spawn Spider Link's Harass, but Hannah will be getting decent last hits. And the gold graph itself, 4 gold advantage. Well, that's actually EXP graph. It does actually work now, cool. So a decent advantage for the Dire team, up to 750, 800. They did get that first blood, of course. And level 4 Pugna now, going for another blast, getting last hits, as well as harassing people, always the best stuff to do. Pugna's base damage is so good, 63 plus 6 here, plus he has a Ring of Basilius up now, so he's hitting quite strong. And it looks like Crystal Maiden may go do some pulling, but the ward is about to die. There's still that camp there, I mean, they could just pull it. The downside is if they pull a single camp, it would be, of course, a... Ooh, did Tide Hunter notice? Tide Hunter does realize. Are we going to see the fissure? IX might coming through. There's the Frostbite. Fissure's going to miss. Sloppy play by Fluff and stuff. Still does have a maxed magic wand, and he picks up a Sage's Mask as well, so may go for a Soul Ring in this game. We will see what he picks up. Jo apparently taking a little bit of poison damage on the mid. I see. Cleared the small camp. Always good to do this as a Shadow Fiend. Come to the small camp, clear that out. If your lane pushes up a little bit too much, keeps you a little bit more safe. And that's an invisible Shadow Shaman, level 7. There's the race. Wards go down. They miss completely. Wow, big misplay by Skilla. Not the right time to drop those down. And Jo is going to farm these things if he can. Big misplay there by Skilla. Wow. Huge advantage for Jo now in the mid lane. He's actually going to be a little careful. Possibly going to go take out the next neutral camp. Oh, he's going to stack this one up. Nice play by Geo. This is going to stack this camp up. He can kill this later. A little surprised he's not a defending mid, though. I think this is a little weird of a play there. And as a result, Skill still does decent damage to the tower. I know he doesn't have to worry about the wards killing anything, of course, but does still get a good last hit. And now it's going to be the Catapult Loop. One hit on the Grasta, and here we go. Possibly going to take the wards, but they will despawn right now. Only gets one of them. Yeah, only gets a second ward there, but still, letting that ward's trap miss is a pretty big advantage. And on the top lane, 400 gold. Wand picked up as well. Wand, very smart item choice if it gets a Broodmother, because he is going to be casting that all out. Actually goes for Phase Boots this game. Interesting item choice. Really good movement speed, really good base damage. He's not going to miss anything. Quelling Blade plus Phase is pretty much a guaranteed last hit. We're going to see some more bottle crowing coming out of Geo. Up to 1200 gold now. Fluff and stuff looking to do some Roman. IX Mike in position. Wards. Magic Stick. 2 levels of aura this game. Interesting. And here comes the initiation. There will be a fissure. There's the fissure on Skilla. Frostbite. There's the Frostbite full up. Shadow Fiend does get Hex though. Might not get the... Wow, big burst damage from Skilla there. And Tide Hunter coming through, Fluff and stuff in some trouble. There's an Anchor Smash and kill on Earthshaker. Will maybe go down. Nice wand pop. But Micah will get the ranged attack. And IX Mike going to get picked off as well. Big disadvantage there. Complexity making a big mistake. Their coordination was just a little off there. Crystal Maiden Frost Nova ended up missing. Picks up a second level of Arcane Aura now. And wow, Shadow Shaman ended up surviving. Helped that the Venomancer was in position, but just a little bit too early there, and Jo not able to get a kill. So got nuked down. Treads are now picked up, but I'm sure he could have used that HP a little bit ago. Mid tower gets picked up by Tidehunter, and so far Complexity getting shut down by Replika. Slightly better picks. Pugna continuing to get some good warding, some good last hits, but what level is he at? He's going for a fast mechanism. He's going to pick up his Buckler first. Mech, great Pugna item. His natural int gain is ridiculous. He has the best int gain in the game. So he's able to farm up quite quickly. And most importantly, able to afford the mana cost that Mech will provide. We'll see if he goes for a Arcane Boots. It's possible he won't, but I'm going to let Fluff and Stuff get some farm in the mid lane here. He is about to make a Soul Ring. He will have the gold, but he still doesn't have boots, so that's basically why he's able to take a solo lane here, while Geo does a little bit of neutral lane, stacking that up and then having his raises go to a lot more benefit. Gonna find some heroes in the jungle. TC will eat a Gale though. He's gonna TP on out. Great play by him. He's gonna make it out. Really, really good play there. Wow, that was good. Smart decision. Is he gonna die? He missed TP'd. He missed TP'd. He dies. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my gosh. He wasn't in the fountain. That sucks. He apparently didn't spam it. He must have spammed it at home. I don't know if he doesn't double click it or what, but he must have TP'd to the fountain. The Aegis are... Wow. Wow, that sucks. That is rough, man. He had that. He had that. He would have been fine. Is he trying to get this courier? No. That's a dire courier. Alright. I can't believe he messed that up. Wow. Didn't teleport to fountain, teleported to the Ancient or something, and as a result, he ends up dying. Poison damage was too much. He almost survived. Level 3 Gale, part of the reason that happened, by the way, guys. If that was a level 1 Gale, wouldn't have happened. Jo gonna get picked off, though, and he will end up dying. Gets caught on the high ground. Haste Rune for Shadow Shaman, and not looking good for Complexity. Replika taking him out. So far, 9-2. They do have, hypothetically speaking, the better late game, but not looking good for them. Gold disadvantage up to 4k here, even though we're only 10 minutes in. TC gonna TP to the bot lane. There's gonna be a fissure. Landed on 2 heroes. Believe that was a soul ring. No, still has not used his soul ring, but he does have it. No boots up quite yet. Crystal Maiden 2 levels of aura, no boots yet. She does have the money just now. And Replika's going to back off. Mid lane being pushed pretty heavily. Observer Ward in position, and Micah is going to back up. Lots of observers and sentries for him. And Broodmother swinging top. Phase boots, man. Broodmother not enough boots yet, but that's okay. Jo getting some good last hits. Complexity pushing up. There's going to be a Shackle, only catching creeps though. Blast as well, doing a little bit of tower damage. But so far, man, this tri-lane for Complexity did not really work out so far. It did not work out so well. And their mid lane did okay, but not really enough ganking. He got picked off once. We'll be able to take the mid tower, I think. Is there a... No glyph up, so Jo will be able to get this one, at least. And here comes the last hit. Does do a raise. A little weird. Oh, there's the gank. Arrow's actually going to miss here, and that will keep him alive. Pretty close call if he would have gotten shackled, or... Looks like they killed Tide under bot at least, so... We'll be able to pick up 2 towers. Ooh, Jo's going to get trapped this time. He does get snagged, and Shackle as well, and he's going to try to go all in, but not going to happen. He ends up getting killed, so Ward's doing plenty of damage. Might actually be a game for a Stout Shield on a Shadow Fiend, who knows, but ends up getting killed a second time, or a third time. How many times has he died now? He's actually at 4 deaths. Wow, 0 kills, 0 assists, 4 deaths. Shutting down the Shadow Fiend. Fluff and Stuff, Crystal Maiden in the jungle now. A little bit of de-warding. Only a level 1 Plague Ward, needs to put a couple up there because they are such low level. And they probably will get that Observer Ward, they know that it's gone. Ike's Mike with boots up. It's going to bring himself a Magic Wand and some Observer Wards. So, level 5, 2 levels of the Crystal Nova. Fluff and Stuff, spending some time in the jungle. We'll see if he goes straight Blink. He might just skip boots at this point. This is something that some Earthshakers do in dire situations. They say, well, we're going to lose. Time to get a Blink Dagger as fast as possible and see if that can save me. It's going to be Arcane Boots up on Windrunner. They'll give her very nice mana regen, which is the reason she picks it up. Better lane staying power against a hero like this Broodmother. She's going to use the Windrun ability to go back to base, probably going to heal up here. And since she's not going mech, since Pugna's grabbing a mech, what is Windrunner going to buy? Probably a pipe. Probably going to be a pipe, which is another good reason to get the Arcane Boots. Here comes the dire team pressure. They know they can't fight this one, so it's going to take some good damage. Venomancer will spot out. The wave going to pull it past, dance it around a little bit, and they do kill the tower. Shadow Shaman grabbing that one. And once again, Venomancer going max Gale first. A little bit of an interesting build. His mana pool is going to be hurt as a result. It's harder to afford the Gale as well as the Venomancer ulti, but he isn't spamming as many wards, so there will be that difference. But Venomous Gale doing decent damage, and with the Poison Nova, more likely to get kills just by casting on someone. Pugna Ward goes down, level 3, great ward position. This is not currently affecting any of the enemy heroes. It does have a range. Let's see what the range is. 1300, so probably this is about 600, so about double that. So about right here is the Pugna Ward. So if they cast any spells within this range, the Nether Ward will be doing some damage. Broodmother pushing top once again. Shadow Fiend going to go up there. He's got his Ogre Club finished. Takes a little bit of Spawn Spiderling damage. And Broodmother himself with a Town Portal, Ogre Club, and very, very close to his MK, or his BKB. He's actually about to pick that up. Gonna have a very fast BKB, 14 minutes, Phase, Soul Ring, Basilius, and a BKB. Interesting choices so far. Windrunner picking up at least one last hit, and looks like Fluff and Stuff gonna do a little bit of roaming now with IX Mike. And gonna be another Haste Rune. Looks like Shadow Shaman will bottle that one up.
Haste!
1800 gold. We'll see what he goes for next. Possibly going to get a gank off on Geo. There's the blink. There's the Hex. This could be really bad from ulti as well. Big hits and the Shackle. Likely for Geo to survive this. I don't know, man. He's going to pop his wand. Actually, he did pop his wand and his bottle was enough. Shackle goes down to Broodmother, but they don't even have a Sentry Ward up. There's his BKB transferred through. And once again, Shadow Fiend goes down. Lots of TPs for the top lane, but it was not enough. He ends up getting picked off again. Great blink from Shadow Shaman. Haste. That is why Blink Dagger is so good, guys. Now Geo has died 5 times on the Shadow Fiend. He's got 83 last hits, not as much as the Broodmother, but complexity not looking very strong. Windrunner with a Staff of Wizardry. Actually going to be a fast 4 staff. Interesting item choice, not a bad one by any means. Fluff and Stuff on the high, on the top lane, 1200 gold. Still no Blink Dagger. He's not even level 6 yet either, so pretty behind there. Crystal Maiden the same, level 5. There is some dust up on the Crystal Maiden now. Their Go Creeps picked off. Looks like they're trying to do a little bit of jungling. They're a little scared though. Gonna pull the Ursus back, stacking those up so that his raises go a little bit farther. And actually a double Observer Ward in the mid lane. Looks like they dropped one down while they were here. Gonna allow Shadow Fiend get a little bit more last hits. It's got to pick up those souls as well, especially with Necromastery maxed out. You can get up to 36 souls. And the Dire team going for a Roshan. There's an Observer Ward in position, but I don't think that's scouted. Maybe not scouted them coming in. Great ward position though. I really like this spot. Look at that vision.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tide's gonna stand on the high ground. This may reveal what they're doing, but I don't think the Radiant team can actually fight it. Their gold disadvantage is too high. That's only 4k. It's not obscene. But the Roshan will go down. It's gonna be an Aegis on Broodmother. He's gonna do great damage in the team fights. And the TP support coming. Hannah's going to get a Shackle off. Are they going to get it? There's the Shackle. Ooh, he pops the BKB. Great play by Broodmother. Now Complexity will back up after he's burned his BKB like that. They do not want to fight this. Shadow Shaman not in position to start initiation off, so great little bait there. 1 second off that BKB and the cooldown as well. Pugna goes for an Arcane Boots now. Arcane Mech as well is up. HP is pretty low. Mana pool quite great, but I still am a little hesitant about the Arcane Aura levels. It's kind of hard to say whether or not that was worth it. Makes their tri-lane, I guess, more viable and gives Shadow Fiend some nice mana, I guess, but still was kind of an interesting game so far. Fluff continuing to farm, up to 1700 gold. He is going straight for that Blink Dagger. Will get some good last hits. He's very good at last hitting, apparently. And the Dire team now pushing, needs to grab that. This is going to be his wave, pretty much. 1700 gold. It's about 200 right here. So still will need one more wave after this before he gets a Blink Dagger. He does have Echo Slam, so... And with the Nether Ward down, we'll see if they pick it off. Send Spiders on that one. They're trying to find the Nether Ward, but they can't get to it. It's going to hold Replika off just for a little bit. Fluff and Stuff getting his last hits. He's at 2k gold, needs one more wave. One more wave and he's got his Blink Dagger. And with all the Spiders up, if they end up bringing those in and make us a mistake like that, we could see Complexity lose a game. Or Complexity take the win in the team fights. So... Here's the Blink Dagger. Doesn't have a TP scroll either. So there's his Blink. Continuing to turtle this up as long as possible. Trees are down. Gonna drop his ward over here. Great positioning. It does spawn right in front of you, so what you do is you run into the trees as far as possible, then spawn it, and then run back out. So level 9 now, no life drain. Gets his ward up as fast as possible. Spiders will be tanking up. There's the blast. Nice bait blast there. Bait blast, no problem, guys. Do we have fluff and stuff? Yes, he is. He does have a smoke up as well, so he is not able to be seen. Is the dire team going to push it out? Is the real question. They probably noticed Earthshaker. They probably checked his items. They said he has a soul ring and a magic stick. He doesn't even have boots yet, and he's solo farming. We know what he's going for. There's the arrow, going to scout things out. Ooh, almost landing on Ix Mike. Very close. More damage being done. Hannah looking for a shackle, perhaps. A little far forward. There's the Echo Slam doing good damage. Fissure as well. Priest Moon dies immediately as this is Shadow Shaman. A good ulti from Tide, but that's already 2 core heroes down. Going after the Venomancer and an ult from Geo. And Complexity coming through, man. Great play by Fluff. There were so many Spiderites there that they got the bonus damage. Shackle and the raise. And they finally win a team fight. Oh, I'm so pumped for this game now. They're going to come back maybe. They might. That was big. That was so big. Wow, great Echo Slam. That was a lot of damage. Pick off the Mirana right off the bat. They went for those 2 core heroes. They're going for Shadow Shaman and Mirana, the most important heroes in the early team fight. Maybe not Mirana, but Shadow Shaman for sure. Blink Dagger and the ulti. And they do pick it off. That was so cool. There's the blast. Pugna gets the last hit. Geo going back to the mid lane. Going to continue farming. And finally, let's look at the gold grab. Bam! Upswing, guys. They take the top tower as well. This will jump a little bit higher, probably. Check that in just a second. And great plays. Yeah, once again, guys, Spiderites make the Echo Slam do more damage. The way it works is you get Echo damage 40 there, so every single Spiderite that's within the range gives them 40 extra damage, all done in AoE. Every hero gives them more than that, so I think it's extra. I thought it was extra for heroes. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just a Scepter, I guess. I suppose that's just Scepter, so awesome stuff. Great team fight from them. It looks like Shadow Fiend actually has enough for his BKB now, so that'll be great for the upcoming team fight. Still has to worry about ward traps. And the game's not over, though. I mean, Replika is still at an advantage. Yeah, there's the big jump up. Look at that. That was like a 5k difference. Winning that team fight one-sided, plus taking a tower. Fluff and stuff in position. Does not have his Echo Slam. 50 seconds. Gale is going to miss on Hannah. There's the Force Staff. Possibly going to keep her alive. But Fluff in position. 40 seconds until another good Echo Slam. Such a fast Blink Dagger. And completely skipping boots, and it paid off. They needed to stop that team fight. They keep the tower alive. Tower down to 250 HP. Great play so far. Vitality booster up on Pugna. Is he going to go for a... He might do it. Is he going to buy a Rod of Atos? I'd love to see it. I don't know if it'll happen, though. There's the chase. Are we going to see a Shackle? Pops the BKB. Good call. That's going to keep Cryasia alive. He needed to pop that. Could have definitely died. That would probably been a Shackle with a couple follow-ups. And who else was there? Yeah, Fluff and stuff and Hannah. Likely he would have died, but look at that. So far, BKBs on Broodmother, not useful. Wow, he's down to 7-second duration. He got this thing like not even 3 minutes ago, and he's already popped it twice just to keep him alive. Jo going to be dove on. Looks like he did eat an arrow there. Shackle, nothing. Nothing on Skilla. Couple heroes mid. Venomancer a little aggressive. Tower goes down. Looks like they're going to do a little bit of split pushing here. A lot of split pushing. Broodmother on bot, two top. Blink as well as the elite from Mirana allows this to be pretty easy. There's going to be a Shackle at least. But no power shot, and great deny from Hannah. Nicely done. Either way, it still does give map control to the Dire team, but that's 500 gold for the team completely lost. Whoa! Apparently we did a blink, and here comes the chain, and the ulti. Jo getting ready. He was thinking about doing his ulti, but a little bit mistimed. Gale lands down. That's going to keep Broodmother alive. Apparently used Echo Slam once again, picking off the Broodmother, and that was just an Aegis, so Aegis going to good use, and I think Roshan's just about to respawn anyway, so totally worth it there. But they did kill him. You know, he's dead. Almost killed him a second time. A little bit of mistime for Jo's ulti. If he would have gotten that a little bit better timed. One trick you can do is you can look on the map. You can look at the numbers on the top of the screen for the Aegis timer. It is actually up there, so that's probably the best way to see when it's coming. I believe Shadow Fiend ulti 2-second activation. No, it's actually only 1 second. Here comes the chase. Ward's going down. TC up to defend this. He's got a ward in 2 seconds. And here comes. Ward is placed down. Arrow's going to completely miss everybody, surprisingly there. There's a Gush going down. Hook. Shackle is going to land on Tide as well as a Shadow Shaman. Blast clears the creep wave. Another power shot. Tower still taking damage. They're going to probably try to deny this one. Shadow Fiend thinking about going in here. And there's the deny attempt. He does get it. Another tower gets denied by Complexity. And that means the gold advantage is very, very mediocre for the Dire team. They still have to worry about late game Shadow Fiend. They do, of course, have a Priest of the Moon as well as a Mother. And Broodmother not doing bad by any means. Crystallis picked up. That will give him very, very nice ulti lifesteal. And Roshan got to be coming up soon. Fluff and stuff, as well as the Windrunner on the top lane. We'll see what he goes for next. Possibly going to do a drum or something. His mana pool is decent because he does have a Soul Ring. But we will see. Interesting choice on the Soul Ring. So, one cool thing about Soul Ring here, it only costs 800 gold, right? So 800 gold to effectively give you enough mana. It does make it a little scary because your HP is going to be lower as a result, but if you buy an Arcane Boots, that's 1500, because you have to factor in the fact that you get boots, right? So if he goes straight for this Blink Dagger build, this really, really fast Blink Dagger build, then Soul Ring completely pays off, because it allows you to get there 700 gold earlier. Oh, there's a Blink Pass. The Fissure will land down on the Mirana. Are we going to see the follow-up? AoE does land from Frost Nova, but I don't think they're going to be able to... Oh, he does decrap. Double... Oh, not going to double raise. There's a Blink Pass. BKB on Shadow Shaman. Whoa. Big mistake. Holy crap. Blinks forward. BKB in the trees. TP's out. So many failed BKBs on the Dire team so far this game, and they're not going to have that for the next team fight. The Radiant team did not spot it at least, but... Damn, dude. Shadow Shaman, big plays, true facts in the cast. Wow. And it looks like it's just going to be a Vitality Booster into maybe a BKB. He's going to use the Life Drain. Easy pick off for the heavy creep there. He'll pick off that Furbolg. That's what it is, Furbolg. That's tough to say. 1800 gold down on Shadow Fiend. Probably going to get a Blink Dagger. They will be able to do Blink ultis when that is ready to go. Venomancer's color a little dark right now. Interesting. But he's got Treads Up, Wand as well. Only one ward. And interesting. Tidehunter just going for the mech. Not bad though. With the Arcane Boots, his mana pool is pretty high. Arcane technically gives him more mana than he really needs. Every team fight will be a Gush as well as an ulti. So maybe a couple Anchor Smash, but having 150 mana, being able to heal up the team, pretty cool choice. I don't think that's bad at all. Shadow Shaman almost getting caught. He's going to blink past. Priest of the Moon, ulti going to go down as well. They are really worried about them getting initiated on, apparently. BKB is ready to go for the Shadow Shaman, so his previous mistake hopefully will not happen again. Complexity may back up. They're going to be running through. They will scout it out with this Nether Ward, and they will kill it. Spiderlings go. There's the ulti as well, and they realize Shadow Shaman looking for the disable. Not going to get it, though. Finds a creep wave, and they will be fine. Oh, he actually didn't even use his Force Staff there, so... Chased forward by Replika, not able to catch anybody. Jo still in the mid lane, getting last hits. He's got his Blink Dagger ready to go, so we will see some good ultis. Trying to hit level 16, I'm sure. Will boost up his damage by 33%, looks like. One wave of damage for every 2 souls stored by Necromancy. So if this does 120 damage per soul right now, and he's got 36 damage, we're talking about a crap load of damage, guys. That is a crap load. For every 2 souls. So it's technically 18 times 120. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Of course, does a lot more damage if you ulti next to people. It's got an invisibility rune as well, and it looks like Skilla is going to be looking for that initiation. It's getting closer to that 16, trying to hit it for the next team fight. Would give him a huge boost. If he can ult even close to the Venomancer, Venomancer will die. That's exactly what's going to happen. Going to double raise this one up. Easy last hits. Inching ever closer. We're going to find Priest of the Moon. Ooh, not going to get the first stun off. Didn't actually have a fissure there. And there's the next fissure. Are we going to see a Shackle? There's the Shackle. Will land an RMC. Does not have a BKB. The decrep is going to get the kill. Tide does ulti. This puts the wards on Ike's Mike in some trouble. But there's the wand and the mech pop up. And the JO's going to initiate. Pops the ulti. Doesn't able to do a ton of damage. Tidehunter drops though. Double raises. And there's the Echo Slam. And another Shackle shot. Replica's going to get picked off there. Broodmother goes down. Shadow Shaman will survive. But Complexity winning a great team fight with the Blink Dagger from Earthshaker. Holy crap. Going after Shadow Shaman now. Wow, that was huge play from Complexity. They're just outplaying these team fights. Broodmother was even there. He shows up, gets shackled, didn't even pop his BKB this time. Was afraid to waste it like the previous fight so far. And holy crap. JO's ulti didn't do a whole lot. He popped it, didn't do any damage to Shadow Shaman because BKB was active. Did a little bit to Tide. They were able to kill Tidehunter at least. Clear the creep wave. They will go for the Roshan. Shadow Shaman may try to ninja this. He grabs it. He grabs it. Radiant team gets the kill, but Shadow Shaman grabs it. He's going to get killed from this. Is it really worth it, though? I mean, is it worth it? I don't know. Did he have gold? I don't know if that was worth it. He got it, but he died. So now he's dead for 40 seconds. Steals the Aegis from the Radiant team. Complexity may turn this into a push, and hypothetically speaking, it's worth it because now Shadow Fiend can't respawn twice in a team fight, but they're just going to take a tower now. It's like, okay, Shadow Shaman's dead. You got our Aegis, nice job, but we'll take your tower, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to take this tower now. Dire team unlikely to come. Tide still doesn't have his mech, so that's a pretty big loss there. And no last hit there. Creeps actually snag that one, and Complexity gets a tier 2 tower as a result. Shadow Fiend going to TP to the top lane. Tier 3 took just a little bit, but Radiant team will back up now. And Fluff level 10, he actually went for Intreads, which gives him some nice attack speed. We'll be able to do some more damage with Enchant Totem, or at least Enchant Totem a little bit faster. He's going to pick up a point booster as well, so Fluff doing really good, man. Blink Dagger, Soul Ring going into that Aghanim Scepter if he can get there. And the rest of the Radiant team might just stay in position and make sure Geo stays alive. Most likely would do a Manta style. It's usually the progression for Shadow Fiend goes BKB into Manta style with that blink. A little bit of counter warding as well. So just a random turtle on the map. Can you guys see it? There it is. Little painted turtle up on a cliff for some reason. Don't fall off, little guy. Is that a... Yeah, there's the Sentry Ward. That Sentry Ward was placed down while they were Roshanning. Just in case, great play. That's actually very smart. Just in case Priest of the Moon came in with an ulti. So, Priest of the Moon, no Manta Cell picked up yet. Radiant team back in the advantage. Let's look at the CS numbers. 142 on Pugna, 125. 26 on Windrunner, 198 on Shadow Fiend. Even Fluff and stuff at 72 last hits. They rushed him to get him that Blink Dagger, but it's totally paid off here. And for the Dire team, 230 Brood, 100 on Shadow Shaman, and 114 on Mirana. Pretty low on Tide as well as the Venomancer. Does Tide have his mech yet? Please get a mech. Yes, he does have it. 700 gold. Gonna have that 250 HP heal. To be very nice for Shadow Shaman, who does have that BKB, but down to an 8-second duration. And the other loss about that, his HP is not that high. He's only got 1k, so died so many times now, he hasn't been able to pick up a point booster at all. And a point booster actually very important for Shadow Shaman at this point, because his HP is still not very high. A point booster would increase that by about 20%, and that's a huge margin for a 1200 gold item. Radiant team looking like they might defend mid, but the Dire team actually pushing top a little bit. There's going to be a smoke. Everybody's smoked up here. Venomancer coming in as well. Just a wand as well as that treads. They're going to sit on the high ground as Broodmother possibly pushes this. TC picking up a BKB. Nice play there. BKB on Pugna is very important, guys. Allows you to cast Life Drain non-stop, healing a lot there. And not to mention, just no Shackle, no Shadow Shaman slowing that down. Nether Ward is up. It's actually decreasing the mana pool of Tide. Look at this. Just burning the mana pool away. Just barely within range. Not very fast, but it does make an impact. Broodmother got a Daedalus pickup, so plenty of crits will be coming. A lot of crits, actually. Observer Ward on the high ground will scout out those two heroes. They now know where they're at. Hannah looking for a Shackle. We'll get one on Tidehunter. Probably not going to follow up. It'd be pretty dangerous to run up the hill. This is a giant choke point, so you do not want to teamfight into that. Complexity going to continue turtling this. They literally just have to wait. They got to continue turtling. The Dire team spent a lot of time right there waiting for a team fight. They maybe could have been farming here. And might find the Tidehunter once again. Still on the high ground. Level 10. So close to his level 2 Ravage. Power shot to scout things up. Doesn't find anybody. Just clear some trees. And unfortunately for Complexity right now, they're not getting any last hits. So you're probably going to see this curve down just a very slight amount. Shadow Shaman going to find a double damage at least. And he will pick that up. Roshan obviously going to be dead for a while now. And Crystal Mana going Phase Urn. Interesting choice. I like it though. Urn gives her a nice little HP boost. If you do get those charges up, you can use those during the team fight. Escape from the team fight. Pop an Urn on yourself. Come back in with full HP. There's the blast to slow things down once again. Another power shot. Complexity continuing to just tank this up. I like the Sentry Ward position as well. This is a pretty common Observer Ward position. And you can also see people that end up swinging past this with the smoke. So this allows Jo to be able to farm in this area pretty safely. He's going to double raise there. 2,500 gold. He does have his Yasha so close to his Manta. Manta will make a big difference when the team fight starts. Should be able to dispel at least some Venomancer poison. And 2 levels of wards up. Still, level 9 Venomancer not able to contribute with ward pushing, at least. He's actually being aggressive on the mid lane. Going to find some creeps. Observer Ward goes down. We'll see if they scout that out. They might counter ward that if they paid attention. Another ward. That's a Dire Ward actually on the high ground. Really good ward position. Gives vision up here. Gives vision over here. And are they looking for a chase? Shackle not even close. Power shot will almost do damage, but nothing will happen there. And IX Mike probably going to stack HP at this point. I think Bracer would be very smart. More blasts. More blasts. Dire team pushing top just a little bit. It's going to be RMC. Manta style. Looking for a shackle. Not going to get it. More and more downtime, guys. More power shot. Clean out. Sentry ward's picked up. We'll see if he counter wards it. Nope. I was hoping he would. Ooh, we're gonna find someone gets caught. It's gonna be a Venomancer. What is he doing here? Gonna get chain nuked. Easy kill. This Venomancer being way too aggressive. Same thing with dropping this ward. That was really dangerous. And now he finally gets killed. So here goes down for the Dire team. Complexity may push out as a result. Manta style almost finished. He may be just sitting on buyback. Maybe he just doesn't want to buy the Manta because he could die. Definitely a very high possibility. He's actually going to blink down to the low ground, picking up this creep wave. Lots more gold, lots more easy gold. So cleans up that creep wave. We'll go for the dragons now. Smart play. And going to find... Ooh, he picks up a gem. So Crystal Man going for a gem, not going to go for HP. Finds the gem instead. That will not counter ward the crap out of any dire wards. That was actually one of only two. And he found this one as well. So smart play. If you know where their wards are, and you buy a gem, you've already bursted down 100 of the gold. Every ward you get is 100 gold, essentially. And additionally, it will be nice against the Broodmother. He's still pretty squishy, and he's going to have to be so careful in the team fights, but also got 2 urn charges there, also very nice. But Shadow Fiend in the jungle, they now have some map control. After getting that Venomancer kill, they're more willing to spread out their farm. And there is going to be a Rod of Atos, cool. This is the first Rod of Atos I've actually seen in a pro game now, so happy to see this picked up. Windrunner going for it, so it does give you 250 health. I know you guys can't see it because of my overlay, sorry, but 250 health as well as 25 intelligence. I'll check it out over here, then you guys can see it. 25 intelligence and 250 health. Very cool stuff. Very cost efficient, increases your HP, and it gives you a slow. Gives slows for 50%. 50% for 4 seconds, so it's pretty significant. It's going to be a great chasing item. It's like a very cheap sheep stick, kind of, except it doesn't stun somebody. A lot of smokes up on these 4 heroes. Doesn't look like that, but it is true. And Shadow Fiend still has buyback. Not going to buy the Manta Cell. Sentry Ward goes down. So they will have guaranteed vision even if the gem goes down. Ward is in position, lowering mana. There's the Anchor Smash. And they scouted out. Good play there by FLX to find out where the ward is. And there's the initiation. BKB now going on Geo. He's going to BKB as well. Going to pop his ulti. That's going to cleave up hard. Tidehunter goes down. Priest of Moon goes down as well. Going to get Venomancer next. Shadow Shaman does get a good disable off, and they will be able to pick. Everybody on Complexity is still alive. I can't believe it. Earthshaker does a fissure now. Does have a blink in 3 seconds, and they get a 4 for 1. 4 for nothing, actually. Shadow Shaman not able to kill anybody here, and looks like they're going to clean up these wards pretty easily. Mech on cooldown, most likely, in a great play by Complexity. They are so good at teamfight. Seriously, this is like probably the strong point, in my opinion, of Complexity as a team. They are so good at team fighting. This happens all the time. They get behind in the early game, and then they just clean up with great team fights. It is like, they are very good, man. Complexity is so strong. They last a little early, but they get the tower. They win a team fight. They force a buyback, and they may even go for a Rax now. Mech healing everybody up to full HP. TC's mana pretty low. The only disadvantage is push, but they do have 2 arcane boots up. Ward on the low ground. It's going to be a Gush trying to pull the creep wave past, which will be successful, but Hannah's HP pretty high. Going to pop a Wind Run to tank this up. Apparently used Focus Fire the last team fight. Is going to get Gale on the TC. He's got Arcane Boots ready to go. We'll be able to clear up the tower, and they may back up. There's Dust as well. And the Echo Slam goes in, going on the Broodmother. He doesn't have his BKB. He actually does, but he doesn't use it there. Big mistake. Oh man, the Shackle not enough. Gets bursted down through the BKB now. Changing targets. Blink forward, doing decent damage. Venomancer goes down, great Shackle now. RMC likely to drop. Fluff and Stuff blinks in, does the stun. Going after the Tide, holy crap, man. Complexity coming back. Gotta Rax it out. Great team fights. Such good play. Jo going 0-5 at the start of the game, and they're gonna win it. Good game, well played, called. What an excellent game. I have to upload this one. This was just too good not to upload. Wow. Man. Complexity impressing, man. They had a sloppy early game, but made it happen. I don't know why they lost the early game so bad. You know, their ganking was maybe not the best. Shadow Fiend got picked off a couple times. Just a little unlucky. They kept doing smoke ganks as the enemy team was there to defend it. And wow. Great play. That's all I can say. Manta Style's up. He's got 7k gold. Shadow Fiend gonna end this game. That's right, positive 10, 5, and 3. I mean, he goes 0-5, and then he's like, all right, start off 0-5, then I'm gonna go 10 with 3 assists. No problem. That's how you play Shadow Fiend, man. That was so good. I didn't record it on Fraps, but I did record it on Twitch. I'll upload it on Twitch. Here's the ulti. He's gonna, oh my god, the damage. Is gonna get some kills. Tower doing a little bit too much to him, but absolutely worth it. Complexity takes the win, guys. Wow, there's gonna be another game coming up in about 2 hours. Oh, so good. Hopefully that video isn't split up into parts. That would make me very sad, but... Alright, and that's the end stats, guys. 11, 6, and 3. Technically 10, 5, and 3 for that Shadow Fiend before you ended up Fountain. Windrunner not dying at all. 3, 0, and 11. Great plays by Fluff and Stuff.